Hi everyone, this is Patty Tucker from pattytucker.com. I'm a content creator, a copywriter, and I do some editing on the side as well. One of my favorite things to edit are college essays, the youth of America. I love seeing what they come up with. Anyways, today I want to talk to you about content creation. So I just got out of a Facebook group, a private Facebook group for writers, and the problem of content creation comes up almost every day. And the big question is, for those who have trouble, is how do you keep creating content? How is it possible to have ideas, and where do you get these ideas, and you know, just how do you keep filling your site with the content that you need? And so I'm here to help you today. So here's what I do for content creation, and I am a prolific content creator. So as I stated before, I post 3 times a week on ohmrstucker.com. And right now I have about 3 months banked. So what that means is I write pretty much every day. And as ideas come to me, I write them down. Not everything gets fleshed out. So basically, this is how I do it. So the first thing I do is every morning before I start work, I have a feed of news. And so I kind of go through that. I actually have that feed through my email. So there are certain things that are important for me to keep up with, which a lot of it is medical news, quite honestly. So I do a perimenopause can suck it series, and I have a breast cancer series. And so for both of those, I need actual medical news, and not just people writing about it. I need actual studies cited. I need real hard nitty-gritty news. So just as an example, I didn't write about this, but I did talk about it yesterday over at Oh Mrs. Tucker on Facebook. Yesterday there was a study that was released that basically gives a side eye to the mammogram and how effective it is in catching advanced cancers. Spoiler alert, it's not. So we talked about that yesterday, but this is very important for me. So when I go to create content for Mrs. Tucker, if I'm thinking about the perimenopause series, or if I'm thinking about the breast cancer series, these are important ways for me to get ideas for content. And so I keep notes on everything that I think that I might want to. I'm going to show you where I keep notes, where I might want to write about. So I have a lot of calendars. My content calendar for my sites is a very simple monthly, weekly, I can't really see it, monthly, weekly kind of calendar. Let me show y'all one that's kind of blank. So it has the weekly, which I use very seldom, and it has the monthly, which I do pile stuff in as I write about it. But on the side, I keep notes every day of what piques my interest, what haven't I written about, what can I write about, and as I write about those topics, it gets marked off on that calendar. But a lot of times things get marked off on the calendar I don't even attempt, because while it may seem like a good idea in the beginning, I just don't have enough to flesh it out. I either don't have enough information for my readers, or it's just not useful. So that is how I do a lot of getting ideas for content creation, is through my newsfeed first thing in the morning. The second way to curate ideas is through a Feedly account. And so if you're not familiar with Feedly, it is an account that you can put every site you love, and you can put it into categories. Like for me, it's a writing category, it's a health category, it's a food category, because we know how much I love the food. And then when I need a new topic and I haven't been able to come up on one on my own, then I go to my Feedly account and kind of, you know, just look through all of the blog posts, the site posts that are new, to see if maybe there's something there that will strike my fancy, and see if I want to write about it. one thing to keep in mind is your niche. And so for, let's say, ohmrstucker.com. It started out as a grandparent site, but it kind of has evolved. It has evolved. So on Mondays, it's all about food. On Wednesdays, it's all about stuff that we can buy, stuff that's cool stuff to buy. And then Fridays is all about health matters and kiddos and that kind of thing. So it's more of a blog type thing on Friday. So I just keep in mind my niche as I'm going through my Feedly, and my Feedly is totally comprised of my niche. So that's what you would do. So if your niche is hot rods, then you would have all the sites and all the blogs that you love for hot rods and get all the current information there. It's a very fast and dirty way to get content creation ideas. That's a big tip. The third way I do it is just by living life. And I am at this desk quite a bit. Excuse me. So I try to make a point every day to get up and do something. And as y'all know, I'm a runner. And a lot of ideas that I have come when I'm out there running. I don't take my phone with me. I don't take any electronics other than my music. And so it gives me really time to think about the stuff that I'm living. And I just try to do things that are interesting to me, and ideas come from that. So anything that I find helpful in my own life, I'm pretty sure my readers find helpful over at Oh Mrs. Tucker, and I tend to share. Just as an example, I read about, I have musty closets, do y'all? So I'm very interested in how I can get that musty smell out of there. The vinegar works great, but I came across a life hack for using tea bags. So you hang the tea bags in your closet, and on ohmrstucker.com, you'll find on the front page, you'll find the latest article is on a tea bag hack, and did it work? So this is kind of the things that I'm talking about in my own life. So in my own life, I have a musty closet, and then I tried the tea bag hack, and then I wrote about it. And this is stuff that is interesting to people in my niche, and this is stuff that is helpful to people in my niche. I always try to keep in mind when I'm creating content how to make it helpful for my readers. And you want to be useful to those people that you're writing for. You want to give them some value. And I hate that term because it's so overused, but you know, unless you're writing about your family or it's a journal, most people who have websites, it's about helping people. It's about solving problems. That should be your first thought when you're going to try to make money from a site, is how do you solve a problem? And we've covered that before, but anyways. So, like I said, some of the ideas will work out, some won't. Another big tip is once you have, like, I think Oh Mrs. Tucker is 3 years old now. I can't remember how old it is. Is that terrible? But there are recipes, and there are really popular posts that kind of get lost in the shuffle. So maybe 3 years ago, I had, as an example, my cheesecake recipe post. Huge post over there. People love that cheesecake. So about once a year, I repost it. I take that post and I rework it a little bit and use the same picture, and then repost it on a new date because people love that dang recipe, and for good reason. It is one of the best cheesecakes I've ever had in my life, and I have had a lot of cheesecakes in my life. All right, y'all. So that is 3 simple ways that you can gain ideas for your content. You can do news of the day, make sure that whatever in your niche, you have those things sent to your email. First thing in the morning, I read them just to see if there's anything that strikes a spark. The second thing is a Feedly account. Definitely get you a Feedly account. And then life stuff. Life stuff is the best to me, the stuff that happens in my life that I want to share with you, especially if it has a ridiculous slant to it, then I'm in. All right. I hope this has been helpful for you. And I know when I say I have 3 months content bank, a lot of you are like, holy crap. Well, it took a long time to get those banked. I write every day and I try to have it banked. And the reason I did that is so when life happens, because it will happen, emergencies happen, people need you, then you have content and you don't have to worry about your site. You just have it scheduled and it's a load off. So I hope this helps in some way. And if you have any needs for content creation, if you would rather have me do it, you know how to reach me at pattytucker.com, or you can reach me here at Facebook. You can just leave a comment, or you can private message me and I'll get in touch with you. Y'all have a great day. I will see you soon. Bye-bye.